All right. So now we're looking at the internal anatomy of the shark. Now here's my glove. So one of the things about sharks are they're extremely oily. This oil usually smells, and it's kind of hard to get rid of. So back when I took a comparative anatomy class, back when I was in college, we worked on a shark the entire semester. So we did a lot of dissecting on that sucker. Let me tell you, every time I opened that bag, hit in the face of some funk. And that wasn't a positive experience, I won't lie. But it was fun, though, cutting it open. We had a female, so we had some little shark developing sharks in there. It was pretty cool. But today, I've done a few dissections, a little behind the scenes here. I've done a few dissections today. The sea cucumber was the worst. And that's not normally something I would think about in terms of smell. But I opened that container up. I felt like I was punched in the face and just wanted to throw up instantly. And I don't get that sensation often, so I don't know what happened to that thing. But man, there was a funk in there, some smell. The shark, though, I'll be honest, I don't smell anything. Now, maybe it's my nose, maybe those chemoreceptors in my nose have just burned right off. They're just gone for the next 24 hours until they grow back. It happens in the sinus. There's some stem cells that make that happen, but that's a whole different class. We'll talk about that. But yeah, anyway, normally the shark's pretty smelly. Right now, though, I'm enjoying it. It's not bad. I'm digging it. Digging it big time. Anyway, the shark is a fun dissection. This is a cool one. It's pretty easy to find the structures. Lots of big things. This is a welcome change of pace from what we've been dealing with the echinoderms, where maybe if they're larger, it's easier to find some of those objects. But with the shark, though, it's like, boom, there it is. I know what those things are. I've heard these terms before. So without further ado, let's get at it. So I'm going to put all these pieces back in here of this, and we'll slowly pull them out as we go across. And take a look at this thing. I love the shark internal anatomy. It's nice, it's fun, it's simple. So the first thing staring you in the face is these three pieces here. Now, this is a lot of an organ. Now, in us, this is the liver. And so in humans, this is also a pretty large organ in us because it does a lot of things, tons of functions. Sharks, though, it's a heck of an organ. I mean, look at this thing. That's all liver, folks. All liver. It just goes across. So it serves a few important functions in the sharks. Obviously, the same functions that we normally have in the liver, breaking down things, in us. So it filters out food, what's coming in, filters all those things to make sure no toxins get into the body. But they also are important for oil storage, and that is used for buoyancy. So a lot of fish, traditional fish, have a swim bladder, which allows them to regulate and hold themselves up in the water column. Sharks don't have that. Instead, they have oils that they make inside the liver, which gives them that capability. So that's one of their little advantages, or one of their adaptations that they have to deal with. So that's why that's one of the most prominent organs inside of there. Look at that thing. The beast of the liver. Love it. Love me some shark liver. I want to eat it, though, of course. I don't consume shark. I wouldn't want to. They look kind of tough. And their scales, aren't great. Some of that soft skin you can have on some of these. This one's not bad. But anyway. Now, this is a male we've mentioned earlier, so we'll look at that male structure later. First, though, this is the esophagus, where my finger's rubbing down here. This is the esophagus, so food will travel down here. It's going to hit up our next organ of interest, the stomach, there. Where is that label? There it is. The stomach. The stomach, right there. And so it's a sac that holds food. So, stomach. Maybe, you know what? Maybe if you're lucky, I'll cut that open before we end this video today, and we'll see what's in there. So I'm going to get lucky and find like a little fish in there. It's partially decomposed. I have bitten in half because this is a shark. It's a predator. But that's that. And then we have the next thing, the duodenum, part of the intestinal tract. I had a pen for that. What did I do? Well, here it is. Oh, I'm getting charcoal everywhere. But anyway, duodenum, and that's found here. It's the last little part. Comes off after the thing here, the stomach. It's going to blend into the next part of the GI tract, which is going to be the valvular intestine. Ooh, it's a special type of intestine called the spiral valve intestines. And so that's this thing. And so this is another unique adaptation for sharks. Tons and tons of surface area in here. And it goes through in a spiral corkscrew type fashion. And so kind of like that all the way through. And, I mean, we kind of do the same thing, but this is to maximize the ability to absorb food. And so there's a special spiral valve, and so it makes food go through even slower than it normally would, so it maximizes the meal. So we want to be efficient as possible, right? So the spiral valve intestine, the valvular intestine, makes that happen. So that's this there. Okay. Now let's start with and we'll go to an easy one. Go to the heart. We'll go up high. Go up to the heart. Heart, and that's right there. So that's the heart. Compare that to what we just saw with the liver. Like, goodness gracious, that thing has a beast of a liver with not a big heart. I mean, that's a crazy high ratio. But that's the heart. The gills, you can see up here in this region. This is part of the gills. I don't know why it's black like that. I guess because it's dead. But yeah, that's pretty rough looking. Gills, heart, close together, right? Because, I mean, you know, get that oxygenated blood, pump it throughout the body. So that's big. And then going back down low, the spleen, involved with blood cells. You know, it's an immuno organ. It's what it deals. So it's immune system functions, helps make red blood cells. And so is the liver, but this is the spleen down here. That's a nice sized spleen. That's definitely bigger than in, well, normally you look and see like a pig or something. Well, a fetal pig anyway. But yeah, decent sized spleen. So it's kind of cute. Hey, little spleen. What you doing, buddy? Yeah, spleen. All right. So next up, so you know, swim bladder, got the heart. All right, let's do testes. How we know this thing is a male shark? Well, you want to look for the testes. The classic location you would expect to go down low. Not the case in the shark. They keep those close to the chest, literally. We'd move this big hunkin' liver out of the way. Move that out of the way. Come on now. And we start to see a little something peeking at us right back there, right there. That's testis right there. And there's two of these things. Check out the body size on this thing. Like, that's a heck of a testis. Like, boom, just waiting there. Testis. That's it. And there's one there. There, you get that freeze frame. Then we flip it over to this side. There's the other testis right there. So that's the other one. This fin keeps folding over, so I can't really show that one as well. But yeah, so lots of big organs in here, but it's kind of, you know, lower numbers, it looks like. But overall, I mean, they got the right pieces. You know, this is good. You know, I don't want to knock the shark. They're impressive. One of my favorite aspects is the kidney. So the kidneys are cool in that with us, the kidney, this little bean-shaped organ on the back of the wall, as of now, you're looking at the kidney, you don't even know it. That's how this thing rolls. That's why I like it. The kidney. So if you look right there, so look in there. I'm trying to get my phone close. I like getting shark oil on it because I have to just buy a new case at that point. But that little tube in there, that little ribbon-like tube, that is the kidney. So just a long tube making some pee. Gonna get rid of it in some way or another. You can tell some changes were made along the evolutionary pipeline from us, well, to us, you know, our aquatic brethren way back when. So they have a different kidney system, a faux show, that we split from a long time ago because I'm a little different. But yeah, that's the kidney. It works for them. Wouldn't work for you. If your kidney was like that, you're probably dead. Because kidney does a whole lot for you. It's one of my favorite organs in the entire body. Super, super cool. Up there. My favorite organ in the shark is the valvular intestine. Because look at that thing. Boom! Just a crazy intestine. Just so much food processed in there. Just maximizing this stuff. Shark's cheap. And you know, food, it's a predator. You don't know when food's going to come around. So having this to maximize every food you get is a huge advantage. I like the liver too. It's pretty big. It looks like an octopus living inside of there. It's like, oh, I'm going to get you. Oh. All right. Enough of that. And let's see. I also like the stomach, but I think I promised a cutting open of the stomach. We're getting a little long on time. Don't want to keep these too long. I think I can cut this open for you. Why not? Make the mess just a little grosser. I mean, you know, I'm gonna feel around first. Feel if there's anything worthwhile in there. Doing a little feel ski. Trying to see. There's some mush in here, but I'm not feeling anything that feels particularly fishy. So you know what? I think I'm gonna spare us all and not do it. Because man, that just seems gross. But now my curiosity's gotten the better of me, so let's hack it open. Let's see what happens. I got the sterile scalpel blade. Got to use it for something, folks. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Trying to cut it open with one hand is difficult. It's open. it is open. Trying to cut this along the way. Man, that's that's something. All right, I wasn't expecting that mushiness there. I'm oddly hungry. Feel some very mixed emotions. But all right, so we see that's what's inside of this shark's stomach. That is disgusting. It makes a nice weird squish noise every once in a while that really just makes me just want to lose my luggage here. Oh my goodness. Well, there's beads in there. Yeah. All right, we're not gonna dig any more of that out. I might vomit. I'm getting suddenly queasy. I think I've been in this lab room too long. The smell's getting to me, but this is a fun one. This is a fun one, folks. I love the shark dissection. Don't have a female right now, and that's kind of a luck of the draw situation. So maybe you'll see one in pictures later on. Otherwise, provide links to look at a female shark. It's pretty cool to see their anatomy in the internal side. Comes to the oviduct, the ovaries, that sort of thing. We'll provide something for you so you can, get that experience, the uterus of that thing. But it may not be a full dissection video like this. It might just be pictures. All right, everybody. That's it. Stay tuned for next time.